thank you for coming back and watching my videos. If you have anything to say after you watch this one, take a look down in the comments and let it all out. Of course, subscribe and like if you also enjoy the content. So in other Nijisanji news, we have Nagisa Trout from Nijisanji JP Speciale, who has returned from their hiatus. They'll have their stream starting tonight at 1800 JST. And, well, you know, actually it already happened. 1800 GST is already a time when it happened. I am going to show it to you guys. Wonder how this guy got hired because he seems arrogant AF. Comes back from hiatus. It doesn't even say why he was gone. And he talks about CCV and views on his cover and points out that you can be super chat and join members again. At least we know you're just in for that. Here's the thing. As a VTuber myself, you are always pressured with asking that kind of stuff. I don't regularly ask for that kind of stuff because just having you guys here with me is more than enough. Of course, there's always a chance of someone will contribute, whatever it is, but I don't put that pressure on my community, on my constituency, or whatever you want to call it, my viewers, because as this person's down here says, it makes you seem very, very arrogant and very, I don't know, beggar type of thing to ask for a lot. So especially when you have the large amount of people that watch you, like what's going on here in Nijisanji, it does look very bad. It looks very bad for you. And he says, I don't know about judging from his vibes. Dude sounds shallow because you probably never watched the guy, but guy's probably legit funny or chill or something, and like ain't gonna judge anybody trying to get money if you can still do your job. And I mean, that's like I said, it's one of the things that's pushed usually when you're in an agency, push for subscribers, push for that. Some people are way more tactful with the way they do things. It seems like he wasn't. So who am I talking about? This is the person I'm talking about, of course. Nagisa Trout is a member of Speciale. They are a bakery themed VTuber group inside of a VTuber generation inside of Nijisanji.
歌謡祭から知ってくれてとか、休止っていうから見てみてみたいな方もいらっしゃるのかな。配信は初めてですって方ありがとうございます。お水飲みます。
So yeah, that's him. And of course, people that actually, you know, were able to see everything that happened, actually able to understand. He was on a hiatus for a bit, for whatever his reasons were. He didn't really give any reasons, just was on hiatus. And him coming back and immediately asking for donations or whatever is a bit of a red flag for a lot of people, and that's why people aren't liking him. But yeah, Speciale is also kind of one of the forgotten generations of JP. I'm not sure if it's too popular. Like, let's see him. 110k subscribers is still pretty good, honestly. He is getting about 263,000 views for that moment, so it's about double what his subscriber base is. So actually, not doing pretty bad, but it was a return one, so his numbers after that may not be so big. We'll have to wait and see. Another little bit of a meme time, fun time. A reminder, this is not making fun of anybody, this is just looking at fun things that are happening. Hello, I'm in Japan, and I forgot to bring my phone, so I can't access my social medias. But no worries, I asked Yagoo-san to lend me a phone. Can we pretend that I'm tweeting this? I don't know how YouTube community algorithm works. Never mind, I can access my X now. Manya-chan Taskaru. If Kobo's in Japan, then Kyla will be there eventually. Can't wait for Kyla to check out the couch bed at Bibu's place. Muna has already said that every HoloID member will be in Japan by March 15th, March 2025, which is why Mama Muna, her Ramadan special live streaming schedule won't be around this year. Everyone will be busy there in Japan. So apparently there are big projects happening in Japan that are going to be happening in Japan. So that is something going on that is going to be happening in Japan. But yeah, it's fun. It's funny to see that Kobo is being a little kusogaki again and not having her stuff. Dokibird has had a lot of personal wins lately, and she is also a very good gamer, unlike myself. She is a pretty darn good gamer. Good enough that she beat Balatro on the first tutorial run. What she means by the first tutorial run is basically during they do the tutorial stuff, and usually it takes you several tries to actually beat Balatro, pass the tutorial. But she won it through the tutorial run, which is like I said, it's just shows her gaming prowess. And yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. And that's why I haven't played Balatro myself. But yeah, she can't stop collecting W's, and I'm great. I'm glad. I haven't played Balatro. You make it sound like it's a tutorial as hard as Cuphead's. But really, how tough is the tutorial here? It's not hard, but for someone who literally just picked the game up, Doki is incredibly lucky, skilled, or both to be able to build up a winning combination of jokers and cards to go all the way to the final boss and beat it. It's not tough so much as like any roguelike. RNG usually screws you in some form, like not giving you the hands your build works best with, or the jokers that would help score better. She also managed to get 2 hidden poker hands, which are only possible in Balatro by adding cards to a deck or changing a card's suit number, which some people in chat have never managed to do, but she did it on her first try. So that is the Sasuga Dokibird, basically. Freaking, it's insane for anyone to be able to do that. Holy moly. And I'm glad. I mean, it looks like she had fun. I'm pretty sure her community had fun. She did have, I'm assuming, thousands of viewers because she usually does. And with small wins like this, you're like, it's a game. A small win is a win. A win is a win. And the fact that she did it on the tutorial run and got really good RNG is basically, it's Sasuga Dokibird again, who's recently have been doing Doraemon, Dorayaki Shop, and other things. And there's Doki Amber Doge up there. Her dog is a part of Cursed Digicam. She is a part of the game, fellas. Well, kind of and sort of. Yes, there we go. Doki jump scare in a Chillas art game, LMAO. This is something that can be done by fans, and of course Chillas art is a fan of Doki and other people, so a lot of bigger VTubers are a part of it. I did see, people like Ollie, a lot of the different VTubers are being a part of it, which is great. It's great to see. It's great to see them being included in it. I'm very happy to see that. And here is the section where it happened. This is in Pavola Trainee from Hololive ID, Hololive Indonesia. Let's see her when she meets Dokibird.
Ooh! Nice.
And then, of course, she's going with other people, like mentioning other people there. But yeah, she at the very least got to see Dokibird, and Dokibird jump scare again. Chillas art, I believe. She was also in Shinkansen as well. So all these things pop out, and it's great to see Dokibird being a part of just the gaming sphere, because he's a big gamer, and being a part of a game like this is always a wonderful thing to see. Hololive ADVENT is getting new outfits this week. Of course, it is Nerissa, Fuamoko, Bibu, Shiori. Those are the ones that are going to be getting something new. They're going to be getting casual outfits. And it was announced during this, right here.
How suspicious.
Oh,
Nice.
steel flute?
Oh, Nerissa?
Fuamoko outfit.
Outfit.
Code 81800.
What does that mean?
What does any of that mean? What is 81800? It's not like it's spelling any words or anything. What does it mean? Well, here we go. Here's what's going on afterwards. They're all showing, of course, the video that I just showed. The reveal relay featuring new casual outfits is on the way. Reveals will drop on a member's YouTube channel each following day at 6 p.m. PST, starting January 13th. But that's not all. They'll also have a collab stream hosted on Koseki Biju's channel, January 17th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, of course. Here is their code 81800. New Bibu drip dropping soon. She's got the drip, man. She's finally got the drip. All be revealed on January 16th. Of course, Shiori is having her own editing thing there. Upcoming outfit debut next week. Editing by editor Leros. So there's a little bit of design outfit stuff there. And of course, it is a tradition for people to guess the outfits that are happening. So that's going to also be happening for a lot of people. They usually do the where they see what the outfits have been guessed, and then they do their outfit reveal pretty soon afterwards. If they do the same thing that the JP do, JP usually do it that way. Get ready for a brand new casual Fuamoko outfit reveal on January 15th at 6 p.m. Just how fluffy and fuzzy can these dogs get? Bow, bow, bow. And then you have Nerissa. Are you excited for my new casual outfit? Can't wait to see your predictions. Yeah, they're doing the predictions thing just like everyone else does, which is good. Because it's a fun thing to see the creativeness of everything that goes on. And I do like that they did a very secret code that no one can ever figure out. No one, not even people in the chat, not even anyone can ever figure out what this code 81800 means. It is a mystery for the ages. That is the biggest mystery that's ever happened in Hololive. We will never figure it out. Palette Project has recently had, well, as of about a month or so, has had new trainees. Palette Pro Trainee, January one-on-one talk. We'll be holding a one-on-one talk with Palette Pros trainees in January. One-on-one talk is content where you can talk to your members online. For details on the members, talk dates and times, please click here. So what I'm getting, Palette Project is more of a training people to be VTubers and to be big and to understand and to how to market themselves and stuff like that. Then they move on to different agencies after that. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is, I'm not sure if this is part of Brave Group. It may be, because I've heard of different things that Brave Group does the same thing. It may not be my mistake if it is or isn't. But what I want to show is that I already have some people already out who have had pretty good views on some of their stuff. Here you have some intros. It is Japanese based, of course.
なってて、なんかちょっと歪んでませんね。もしかしたら私セーラームーンになっちゃってちょっと忙しくて配信できなくなっちゃうかも。
Things they like, FPS games, etc. You have another one here, Saine Ruka, who is here.
人と人をつなぐ力があったりとか、なんかそういう音楽の力を結
All
構みん
Japanese,
な
of
自分
course,
と同
but
じも
very
のが
cute.
好きなんだな
Very
み
cute
た
as
い
you can tell
な
there.
なんかそういう感覚、韓国に行って若干
And the final one that I'll show you, there's many more, of course, but the final one that I'll show you that I was able to find is here, Henge Rime. Or Handrime? I think it's Henge.
はい、じゃあ次行きました。はい、次、お僕の好きなものリスト。イエーイ。まず僕、ポケモンと SAO とロロロ大好きでしたか。
These are the people that did stuff for them. And you know, you can tell they have the ability to grow. They have the ability to be something great, and they will be something great. I mean, so far they've gotten 2,000 subscribers after 2 weeks, in some case 5 days in this one. You know, they're slowly getting them out. They are not doing like, you know, it's not a generation per se, I don't think. That's why they don't do like day by day by day. Like for example, this was 5 days ago for her. There's 12 days ago for this person, and 2 full weeks ago for this person. So they do it as, you know, at once a week. Probably looks like one every week, which gives them more of a chance of doing something great. I had covered Peaches and this one before, where she was in the hospital recently, around January 5th, because of an infection of her spinal cord fluid. This is Peaches. This is the actual person. The person who was doing this this actual post was her manager. And right now, we have an update from Peaches, and this is why I wanted to put this out there. The hospital has sent me home as of the 8th. She was home. With ongoing treatment, I should make a full recovery. My mom's funeral was on basically today, which is the 9th. It was on the 9th. I'm doing this days after this happened because I just knew about it now. Hopefully soon I can begin the very long journey of healing mentally and physically. All my love, thank you for your understanding during my absence. Rest up. People say rest up. So sorry for your loss. Lost my mom a few months ago. Hope you will be okay. Sending you all loves and hugs. Welcome back. Rest plenty. You are such a strong person, Peaches. I couldn't imagine how I could step even a foot forward with all you've been through. That's the thing. She's very strong. Peaches is very strong. They have a good community behind them. They have a good manager with them. They have good base where they can continue doing their stuff. There are 2 VTubers around that are getting into a little bit of a scuffle, or whatever you want to call it. Apollyon Soul, which is a soul YouTuber, basically, and also you have Dang, which is a VTuber singer, and also a manhwa artist, and an artist in general. They had posted something here. It says basically they fired their art dad because of severe lack of communication, how unprofessional his behavior was. I was promised a refund, haven't received it. Been 5 days. Apparently banned and blocked everywhere. What do I do? It's like basically this person tried to help them out. It may try to help them out. They say they are honesty, but I don't want a drama involved with adding them. Just wanted some quick advice, which you have been kind enough to offer. Thank you, by the way. And the actual artist involved says you effed up already because it was really dumb tweet. Over the exaggeration is crazy. At least tell the real story. And here's the real story. It says, hey, I haven't received any sketches or anything from you. It's been like 6 weeks. I'm just checking in. It's all updated on my Trello. Trello's really good for, Trello's a board that I think even big game studios use, and even some animation studios use. It's a way to keep track of where everything is going. Where make a pipeline. Basically, you're making a pipeline to figure out where everything is. Kind of getting the bigger pieces of my comms done first, and then doing yours is going to take a bit longer since I'm not working on it alone. You haven't sent me any whips, work in progress. Ask me anything you like. Ouch, my birthday too. My problem is the lack of communication. This person seems very, right now, just based on what I'm seeing, don't know the person at all. They are asking too much right now, it seems like. Work doesn't sleep for holidays or birthdays. Yes, it does. If you are a human being, work should sleep for holidays and birthdays. Do not be like me and be addicted to the grind. Because then you don't get time to your family. You don't get time for much else. You should always spend time with family. Okay, I'm aware of that. It should actually be able to have that. You should be able to have that. It's too much. It's honestly too much already. But also, Jesus Christ, aggressive much? You know how you could always ask and act as if you've never done any work for you before? What's gotten into you? Don't appreciate being brushed off when I request an update and being told to check a scheduler. Super unprofessional, disrespectful. It is very disrespectful as a person asking for stuff to just be like, oh, I wanted an update. You know, just it'd be fine to ask you want an update. But this passive aggressive-ness is kind of getting a little bit odd here. I think you misread things a lot because I wasn't even being passive about it. It's an update. That's how I do things for all my clients. Since you commission more than one thing, like I said before, it will take long. Since I'm not working on emotes myself, my partner's on break with her life, so I'm not rushing her either. You aren't the only person we did emotes for. I can understand people being frustrated. I can understand people wanting things done quickly. But most artists that I've dealt with have a certain timeline. They'll be like anywhere from 6 weeks or whatever if you want something bigger. If you want something like a Live 2D, it can be up to 3 to 6 months, really. Emotes, yeah, I've had emotes where it could take over a week, and sometimes people are like, what, their life got in the way. Is that all right if it takes a little bit longer? And I'm usually like, hey, it's fine. I'm not a pushy person. I try not to be, at least. I hear you. I'm saying you're doing things now. I'm saying it's not acceptable to me, expecting more professional interaction from someone I've hired for work for an update on said work beyond check my online schedule is asking too much. You're not someone I'm interested in working with. Again, this is being a little too argumentative to start off. Maybe they felt very slighted. I feel like they feel extremely slighted, like a personal slight, like personally attacked, personally, I don't know, hurt by this. But you shouldn't put your emotions into professional work. You're my friend, but you're super rude about the work I do and my designs. I'm not just going to be able to work with you if I can't get an update when I need one, or important information like your partner who's working on a significant part of my project isn't actively working right now. That's a problem. Look, telling me things will be slow isn't the same as your partner in the project isn't actively working, and there won't be anything at all being done in 6 weeks. That's why I'm upset. You're not communicating. When I reach out, you brush me off. They use their name. Well, whatever. I'm going to need to actually take a breather. I'm not brushing you off for asking me for an update, but you are going at my throat about it like you haven't waited months longer before. I don't know what you're bringing this all now as a simple response to your stuff. Now, basically, they responded, you bought a lot of stuff, so I'm taking my time with it. My partner in the project is taking a break. You aren't the only person we made emotes for. She has been ringing my arts for people who've been buying emotes and Live 2D, BG stuff when they get on top of that VTuber model. 3, I understand your frustration not being updated, but going at the throat like this is very rude. Yes, if they're rude to you to start off with, then you can start going at them if you want. But there was no rudeness, at least perceived from my end. There was no rudeness from the artist. This is just crazy. Not even be rude, responding to you, apologize if you feel like you're being brushed off. Gives you no excuse to be an a-hole. For you that I've done so many works with you in the past, even for a long 6 weeks now, and all of a sudden you're trying to strike me for taking my time? What the F? Why would I be rude to you about your design? I'm the one who made it every time. If anything, I'm the one who should be constantly upset for everything constantly being changed up for debate. Also getting canceled or let down. And then, of course, this is part 2. Over here, they say, if you're not interested in working with me anymore, that's fine. I'm not going to just take you being an a-hole like this to me when I know you're not passive like this ever to me, like passive aggressive. So if this is what you want, I'll finish the illustration, but I'll refund the emotes in a given time since it's just a problem. JC, we can chat and call. I need to be very clear about this. It's my design and my character that you have regularly made changes to suit your own preferences. Again, show proof. If that is true, show proof. You talk down about the work I do on my own model. Again, proof. Updates every single time I show you something. You don't seem to like my design, which is the same base and minor changes it's been since before we met. It's anime for Live 2D. Again, it seems like, I don't know. This all seems pretty crazy. Beyond all that, you ever told me today was your partner who works in most of what a project is comprised of is taking a break, which is normal. That's fine. That should be fine. I think you're bothered by an implied tone and text for me speaking to you as business associate. You're not speaking as a business associate. You're speaking as someone who's angry. You're speaking very, very passive aggressive. This does not make you look as good as you think it makes you look. That's not how you approach it all. I'm going to do what I planned because it's harsh. You get a refund on the emotes. Are you refunding other items as well? Or at this point, I'm not interested in continuing to work with you if you're simply not going to communicate with me. When someone is this aggressive, you tend to kind of not want to communicate with them. So it's like, if there's no communication, I kind of feel that there is a lot of passive aggressive stuff that we haven't seen in the past that they maybe have been going through. When they request an update, simply not telling you me your partner for a significant part of the project you're working for me, actively working is just wild and unacceptable. So they continue on. Maybe you don't see it clearly, but me and you have been working our asses off. Oh, Yoi, I guess is the person that they've been working with. Our ass off, thank you very much. You never gave me a deadline, and I'm not the only person who's also thinking you're being an a-hole right now on this. There isn't one, but regular updates are expected, especially when something significant like that happens. Sometimes they are so busy with other stuff they can't update you. So like, for example, if I have a big commission that I've been waiting on for like, well, I don't know, a month, I'll check in occasionally. If I know it's going to be a long one, I'll check in like every couple of weeks. It's like, hey, didn't want to be a bother, but just want to see if there's any updates in case I know you're probably busy and probably that's why you haven't updated me. Just want to make sure if there's any updates, any issues you have, any things I need to do on my end, you let me know. That's usually what I do because I understand artists have, especially artists that try to do this for a living, have a lot of things they have to deal with. I tend to updates from you are very much justified in both being upset and firing you and demanding a refund. Cannot communicate with a client. Says my behavior is unacceptable. You're not even listening to yourself. Your tone is rude as heck, and I don't want to work with you anymore either. Excluding my birthday and holidays, these dang kids. You're immature. Very immature about this, and I'm considering also blacklisting you from commissioning me and any other artist and stuff who also works. So what this got them is a blacklist. Respecting professionalism is not immaturity. This isn't how to approach professionalism. This is being an a-hole. This way you approach me is not right at all. Call it out if you like, but this is far lower than you've gone before. I'll be refunding your illustrations. You're blacklisted, and I will not be contacting you any further on this. Goodbye. And that's the big issue there. They thought for some reason this was vindicating them. It's not. It says I went into this intending to fire you. This was already going to be our last project together due to your disparaging comments towards my work and my designs. Again, I don't know where this is coming from. You're in the wrong. Art takes time, and your dear friend here clearly has a lot of work to do. Give them some breathing space and check their Trello. When it's your turn, it's called a wait list for a reason. The only thing I say to you, shame on you. You're so wrong. They did get roasted in the comments. You're legit a Karen. Yeah, nah, you're just an insufferable prick whose head is so far up their butt. You think taking an S is an accomplishment. Someone that uses Trello and has friends that use Trello, that is your update. You are a genuine a-hole, and I hope no one in any artist sphere works with you ever again, because only painted yourself in a bad light here. Learn to communicate properly and not be an a-hole, basically. Yeah, this person screwed the pooch, so to speak. They made it now so that they never, ever, ever, ever are going to get anything in the future. I don't think any artists that have seen this or are reading this or are seeing my video on this will ever, ever want to work with this person or people like this. I'm sure artists can tell me hundreds of stories that are like this. And of course, that's why the blacklisting is a reason. That's why blacklisting is a thing that exists. And that's all I can really say. I'm not saying I'm glad they're blacklisted or anything like that, but it's understandable in this case that they were blacklisted for all this. This video that I'm going to show you guys is when Choco, one of the people that works in Hololive, one of the VTubers, had a clash with management so much that even Yagoo was scared. And here's the thing. I like that they can talk about clashes with management. Yes, Hololive, along with any large VTuber organization, let me just put that caveat out there. Large VTuber organizations are going to have issues. Small VTuber organizations have issues. Corporate has issues all the time. Whenever you're in a corporation, if you've ever worked for one, a large one in the office, you're going to know there's going to be clashes because they go for money. When you actually want things done a certain way, they're not going to do it because money. Here we go. Let's talk about what she has to say.
初期の頃は上さんとバチバチやっとったけど、最近はすごく丸くなったと思いますけどね、チョコ。これでも今だから言えるけど、結構やっててこれおかしくないですかとか言って気づいてしまった。チョコはもう言ってもなって思って、ヤゴーと殴り合うんですか。もう本当に今だから言えるけど、もう本当の初期の初期、普通に事務所にアポ取って社長いますかっつって多分ヤゴーに怖がられてると思うんだよな普通にその時はチョコの顔見た途端ヤゴーがそそくさ逃げてった気がするあ、チョコさんどうもっつって、じゃあ僕お昼なんでとか言ってでもなんかもうでかくなってからは行ってないな。いやチョコはさ無駄に正義感が強いから言っちゃってたけど、他のフォロメンってめっちゃうまいんだよね、立ち回りが。そう交渉がうまくて、チョコはなんかもう一直線にしか行けないからストレートに行っちゃうからな。でもすごいチョコは丸くなったの。チョコは丸くなってもう言わなくなった。もう大抵のことはまあしょうがないよなって思って言わなくなったんだけど、その揉めてる時間結局無駄だから。
So for those audio listeners who are just listening through audio, she's talking about the moment that she, back in the day, she's saying because it was so long ago, she can finally talk about it. She had a lot of clashes with management. She actually wanted to talk to Yagoo a lot. She actually would ask when she had the clashes to go and see if she could talk to Yagoo. She said that it felt to a point where Yagoo was probably trying to avoid her because he was scared of her, you know, joking. It's joking more than anything. You know, whenever she would come up, she's like, oh, I gotta go eat. I gotta go, something like that. But maybe she caught him at those times. And she's saying that she figures that she would just focus on her own activities instead of just arguing, or arguing for argument's sake, because that ends up becoming an issue in the long run, and it just causes a lot of stress and that type of thing. So let's see her continue.
結局自分の活動を頑張ろうみたいな感じになった。もういいよ、勝手にやってって思って。すごい丸くなったって言われる。だから初期メンツからは「いやチョコ先生すごい丸くなったよね」ってすごい言われる。まあでも言うても7年いるからね。今年7年目ですよ、ゆずき。でもチョコ怖いわ、すごいわれ。いやなんかよくわかんないけどさ、チョコ絡むまでみんなめちゃめちゃ怖い人だと思ってましたって言われるのデフォなんだよな。そう、なんか初めて絡む人ほぼほぼ言われんだよね。なんかコラボ終わった後とか、チョコ先生もっと怖い人だと思ってました。
She's saying that people, I guess because of how serious she was and how, she was a go-getter, that type of thing, her personality originally, and the fact that she would clash with management so much, some people thought she was a scary person, but now she's mellowed out a lot. She has been there for 7 years, so it's a long time. And after that, you kind of get, I hate to say it this way, but you kind of get beaten down by the way corporate is. So at some point, you try to find a happy medium and be like, all right, well, it's not as bad as I thought it was. It's not the way I like it, but it's not as bad as it was, and it is corporate, so I'm just going to continue doing my own thing, which is what she seems to have done. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, everything in between, because what I want to do is bring positivity into this atmosphere. There's too much negative stuff going on. I have been a victim of it before, and I've also been someone who has brought my negativity onto here. I don't want that to ever be a thing anymore, so I'm trying to bring positivity. Cursed, not so biblically accurate angel VTuber. I like singing, gaming, drawing, and 3D. Let's take a look at their other social media here. We have their About section, which is welcome to my Twitch. I'm Lulu, not so biblically accurate angel streamer. I hope you're going to have fun watching my streams and forgive my accent. Nah, people really don't care about the accent very much as long as you have fun. Oh, they have guns. Oh, they have guns. Oh, yeah, yep, you're boned.
Fair. Okay, I'll start from these ones. This time I'll start from these ones. Where is my hat? Give me my hat.
There you go.
Lucky hat saving me.
And he just like forgets that you're there.
What?
Like he just forgot that she was there. Yeah, that's the thing that happens in Indiana Jones and a lot of other games. And here, of course, is the other area that they have. They do have a YouTube channel where they have shorts, videos, things like that. Primarily shorts is where they put here, which is good. I mean, good to have this kind of stuff as, when you want to grow. That's always very good. So, of course, I'll have all of this in the description down below. I do thank you for all of you guys being here. And I do thank you, Louvia, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. And I hope that this brings you growth and at the very least get some more eyes on yours. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.